Hello everybody! There are already plenty of videos on YouTube that show you how to replace an outlet. What I want to focus on today is how to do it safely, electrical safety in general, what not to do, and what does all of this has to do with the ban of the chocolate Kinder Egg from the US. On Stylish Guy DIY. There are several ways that you can check if you have power on your outlet. You can simply use an outlet tester, or if you happen to have one, you can use a multimeter, or you can just plug in the vacuum cleaner. You can then turn off the fuse in your breaker panel and listen if your vacuum goes off in the other room. But is that safe enough? And all you need to do when replacing an outlet?
Hey dude, you better step off. It's too much. Hey, Tony.
Yeah, the TV doesn't work! And that's why it's good common practice to tape off the circuit breaker, so that nobody accidentally turns it back on while you're working on it. You don't have to go quite to this extreme, but it is definitely recommended to leave a note, do not turn the power on. That's why you always want to make sure that the power is off and that it stays off while you're fiddling with the wires. On a more serious note though, not much has changed with electrical outlets since the 30s. And before I say this, I want to make clear I'm not trying to trash talk. I came to the US, I love it here, but these outlets are dangerous. As you can see here, I could touch both of these prongs while there is power on it. And just to prove the point, I turned off the power, so you can see I can touch both prongs, and with the power on I would get electrocuted. And you might think, well, what idiot touches the prongs while he plugs it in? Well, then I guess you never got shocked the crap out of you trying to plug in that cell phone charger in the dark. Unfortunately, you just have to do a quick Google search to find that every year kids die from electrocution. Of course, not all of them die getting electrocuted by an outlet, but 69% of these accidents happen right in their homes where they're supposed to be safe. And just to prove that this is not just an outlier, I have tested these on all of my outlets at home, and the new ones are actually worse than the older ones. With all these smart electronics turning on and off lights, unlocking doors using Alexa and Google Home, and all kinds of other fancy stuff, you would think that somebody's also improving these dangerous and outdated outlets. So the chocolate Kinder Egg is banned from the US.
I'm banned!
You're banned.
Because a child could swallow some of the toys. But these outlets nobody's talking about? Test it out yourself at home and let me know what you think in the comments. You may think that the European outlet looks like a pig snout, but there's actually a reason to that design. And no matter how hard you try or how skinny your fingers are, you cannot get electrocuted by simply plugging something in. And yes, Europe uses 220 volt, but did you know that even 50 volt can kill a person if the current is high enough? And you may argue that it's not that simple to just change the design of an outlet that impacts several countries. And while that is true, it isn't easy. It was also not easy to switch from analog to digital TV. But you know what? It seemed important enough so people could just buy an adapter during the transition.
Attention, accident victims. If you or a loved one has been seriously injured or killed,
The sad part is, to ever change this faulty design, it probably takes a massive class action lawsuit with some law firm making a lot of money. So the moral of the story is, don't be discouraged. If you have some basic electrical skills, don't be afraid to use it. But always do it safely. And with more and more of today's toys needing electricity, just keep in mind, if you have little children, that these outlets are not necessarily all that safe. And you might want to think about getting one of these outlet covers. But then again, wouldn't that be like locking the chocolate Kinder Egg in a drawer? As always, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of this kind of videos, please subscribe and push the like button. See you next time.